At UFC 318, a real one retires as Dustin Poirier will look to do what most don't and leave the fight game on his own terms. From announcing the 184th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Evelyn, welcome to the team, baby. With the 184th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Devin Neal, running back, Kansas. Welcome to the team.
To the announcement of baby number 2, we decided to follow Dustin closely on social media to get a peek into his life before he hangs up the gloves for good. With the last dance upon us, and Dustin's life changing rapidly ahead of this fight, we'll use this IG fight camp to dive into the Diamond's final camp, look at who's helping him prepare for Max Holloway, and everything that's gone on before and after landing in Florida. Now, we started tuning in while Dustin was still in Louisiana. We snagged some videos of him going on jogs and training at Gladiators Academy Youngsville with Coach Eric. It looks like Ryan Broussard, who plays Mike Sherman in Alert on Fox, trains with Dustin when he's home. I actually looked him up, and aside from Alert, it looks like he was in 2 episodes of Scream, the TV series, Tyler Perry's Sisters, and he's also in Only Murders in a Building. I also snagged this video of this plaque signed by Daniel Cormier. It says, "Dustin, you're the man, the Kings of Lafayette." Here's more of the Youngsville gym. You see Ryan there again, so he trains there often. It looks like it's a small gym, but it's perfect for Dustin to get working while he's in Louisiana, because this is his home team. So you have to wonder what his plans are going to be after he no longer has to fly out to Florida for fight camps, because he's putting together a home gym with multiple machines on top of a business and a nonprofit. But all that comes after, because at UFC 318, he fights Max Holloway for the BMF Championship, a title he failed to capture back in 2013 when he fought Justin Gaethje for it. He had UFC embedded at the gym in Louisiana back in May, where he got to spotlight some of his teammates. Unfortunately, this is the only clip that had actual audio so far. Check this out. Now, prior to leaving for Florida, Dustin and his wife had a gender reveal, and as you can see, they're having a baby boy this time. It's perfect timing if you ask me. Dude is going into fight camp, all smiles, vibes at an all-time high, all right before he locks in for one last time. Now, knowing you have so much to look forward to after a chapter ends always helps with that transition, so congratulations to the Poiriers. But after that, it was time to say goodbye and head to American Top Team to kick off camp. Here's a pic of Jolie dropping him off at the airport. And the minute the dude landed, it was right to work with a light 5 miles through Coconut Creek, Florida. You know you're in fucking Florida when you see iguanas randomly. But part of why I wanted to make this video was so it could be a video diary of sorts that we could all look back on, but the other reason was to showcase everyone who helped Dustin prepare for Max in the lead up to the fight. Dustin went straight to the gym, and you can see here UFC lightweight Mateus Gamrot and former Bellator fighter and current BKFC middleweight Sabah Hamasi, and of course the rest of the squad getting work in. But it looks like when Dustin walked in, it was around the time when they were finishing up Gamrot's camp for Ludwig Klein back in May. You see Dustin, Dakota Bush, and Thiago Silva with him here. All these guys eventually shift focus to Dustin's camp. But if you're ever wondering what book some fighters read while they're in fight camp, Dustin shared Meditations by Marcellus Aurelius, which according to ChatGPT is about some military shit, but essentially he's talking to himself in this book, and it explores themes like self-discipline, rationality and logic, doing one's duty without complaint, remaining virtuous regardless of external circumstances. And apparently he often reminds himself to accept what he cannot control, to remain humble despite his power, and to live in accordance with nature and reason. So all of that shit seems up Dustin Poirier's alley. But the next day, he got his morning run in per usual. Based on the screen grab, he's a little under 2 months away from the BMF title fight in his home state. But shit, we even grabbed this ultrasound Jolie posted of their son. So when I tell you we were able to document just about everything, I mean it. Now it's time to really kick shit off. I thought this video was fitting. This is inside of American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida, one of the best gyms in the world and home to many champions across multiple promotions. You see the belts here, including Dustin's, and the photo of him with coaches by the door. If you think about it, Dustin really grew into the fighter he became here, so that shit gives me goosebumps when you think about it. Now listen, I'm gonna apologize in advance because we got so many running videos, mainly because that's really all Dustin does. But here's a video from his Instagram story on May 24th.
Get the KO from there, it's fine. That's 50K for sure. Who's a good wrestler? This guy? I got him a couple times, yeah.
Also helping him prepare in camp is boxing MMA coach at ATT, Daya Davis. I don't know about you guys, but I love to see coaches in the trenches with the fighters. Now, one of the best things I saw mid-camp was Dustin posting this photo with the caption, "Y'all want Fightville too?" Obviously, I said yes. But if you guys didn't know, Dustin was a whole different guy when the Fightville documentary was filmed. If you watched it, you see just how much he's grown in all aspects of his life. We actually watched Fightville ahead of his fight with Islam Makhachev at UFC 302, thinking it could be his last, but with this fight at UFC 318 advertised as such, I'm telling you, you need to watch it. This clip here is from a couple days after, so Dustin was definitely filming over a few days while in camp with one of the original producers of the documentary. He posted this screen grab on July 6th, so you know something is definitely cooking between these two. If you still need more reasons to watch the documentary, I'll link that video we posted on why you should watch Fightville at the top of the screen for you. Now, I'm not sure it's typical for Poirier camps, but Father's Day happened to fall during this one, which we'll see later in the video. But his wife flew out to Florida for a bit to be with him, and my God, does his daughter look exactly like him.
Sweet Pea, where we going?
Get my ears pierced.
Get another ear pierce? You're not scared?
Now, I also got a few videos of him at the gym training. We even got clips of him showing off his custom mouth guard that says "The Last Dance" on it, and this clip of Dustin hitting mitts with Coach Davis. Now, remember what I said about entering camp on a high? My man is all smiles. Here's a message we snagged from Dustin on June 12th.
Yo, have a good day out there. It's a beautiful day. Don't forget, stay hydrated. Stretch tonight. Be good to yourself. Let's go.
Now, on Father's Day, he spent the day with his daughter, and of course, still had to get that cardio in. The next day, it was work, so I figured I'd use this time to highlight some other training partners Dustin had this camp. First, you may have seen him singing in a previous clip, but the 23-year-old stud Christian Turner works with Dustin often. He's an 8'2" lightweight who's still growing into his body. It also looks like he was able to get some work in with PFL featherweight Hussein Karimagomayev, who is 11-1 and only 25 years old. He's from Switzerland, so training at ATT is a big deal. He wrote, "Grew up watching his fights, and today we grapple together. Legend." Now, of course, Coach Mike Brown is on the front lines with the prep. He posted this on June 19th saying, "There are athletes, there are martial artists, and there are fighters. Dustin is 100% a natural pure-born fighter. He also might be the baddest dude I ever met." We mentioned Christian and Thiago previously, but we also have Chris Duncan, the 13-2 UFC lightweight out of Scotland, who has a fight coming up himself on August 2nd. And then, of course, there's 14-4 UFC lightweight Dakota Bush. Check out this clip of them and some videos ATT posted on social media in the lead up to the fight.
Yo, what's up? It's Dustin Poirier here at American Top Team in beautiful Coconut Creek, Florida. Got about 5 weeks left to my final fight, The Last Dance, July 19th on pay-per-view versus Max Holloway. Tune in, guys. It's great to be down here. One more camp. Camera roll. I gotta be cool. A slight build. Outdoor your rules. Still good.
Yeah, everybody's just watching Dustin fight, you know. It's his last go, it's his last camp. I think everybody kind of wants to be a part of this, you know. Everybody's sparring, you don't see this big group with everybody else. You only see it with somebody like a legend like Dustin. Everybody's trying to learn, everybody's trying to grasp what he's doing, especially knowing it's probably the last time we're going to see him. We definitely all want to soak it in.
just quality sparring, man. Everybody wants to see the best at work, right? Master of his craft, man. Everybody loves it. Diamond. Last dance, here we come. Let's go.
We also got Robert Ruhala, who showed up at ATT and was able to get some work in with Dustin. Robert is an 11-1 featherweight and former interim KSW champion who defended that belt, then recently got signed to the UFC. He actually is scheduled to make his debut on September 6th, so make sure to keep an eye out for him. And of course, we had to showcase the Poirier hot sauce, but when looking at clips on June 28th, we spotted a rare Marvin Vettori sighting. He's actually fighting on the same night as Dustin. But that same day, Dustin got more work in with Robert, and it so happened to be sparring day. This one is a clip from Grant Dawson's Instagram story, who seemed to be around a lot during Dustin's camp, and this one is from Karolina Kawakewicz, who was traveling with Robert. But anywho, in case you were wondering, Dustin went to his coach's house to watch Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title at UFC 317. These came up randomly throughout, but it looks like the Poirier athlete genes are strong because Dustin's daughter is training gymnastics. I snagged this clip from June 30th. Now, Johnny Evelyn, who trains at ATT, is also fighting on the same day, so their camps were simultaneously happening. I snagged this photo before he took off for Cape Town. He captioned it, 2 killers, 1 date, 2 sides of the globe. I'm throwing down in South Africa while Dustin goes to war in Louisiana. July 19th, it's a violent Saturday. It really is crazy to think that one of the most decorated careers in the UFC will come to an end at UFC 318. I think it's a reminder to appreciate your favorite fighters because time fucking flies. But here's one of the last clips I snagged of Dustin hitting mitts with Coach Davis. I'm telling you, everything about this camp just felt like the beginning to a perfect end. From the announcement of his baby boy, and announcing an NFL draft pick for his favorite team, to putting on a fundraiser for his nonprofit mid-camp, and his camp falling on Father's Day. Not even Vince McMahon can write a better ending, truthfully. Shit, and he even has Lil Wayne walking him out ahead of fighting for the BMF title, and he's the number 15 most followed fighter in the UFC right now. I mean, win or lose, he's going out on a high and on his own terms, so you gotta respect it. Now, I was gonna end the video there, but I'm glad I didn't, so you can get a look into what the days leading up to the fight look like. At ATT, they play table tennis and take that shit pretty seriously.
The Bum Olympics are going down. TLF just dropped some new caps. Check them out right there. Take life further. You heard?
Too much. No. Not. You lucky crap! 28, 2017. Yes!
Here's how he's looking just days before the weigh-ins. Dude looks cut, lean, and ready to go. But if you haven't already, you can support us for free by hitting that like button and that subscribe button. And I don't know, spam the comments with some diamonds or something because any and all engagement helps. Now, I know this video is long, but putting these together for you guys takes longer. With this being Dustin's last camp, not only did we want to give him his flowers, but we wanted to give you as much insight as possible over a span of 3 months. But anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one.